Okay, so this is going to be my first ever YouTube video, and I've never done anything like this before. I've never even shot footage of myself before, even looking back on how I play, so I'm just going to be speaking over and sort of, you know, just sort of going along with it and recording these videos and speaking over matches that I play, just to give people an indication on, like, you know, what I'm doing and why I'm sort of doing it. So I've called this YouTube account First Ball in Tennis. Just whenever I first started tennis, you know, I have everything to thank my dad for. When that's how I first got into tennis, and he coached me all my life. And yeah, I just think like that was the name of his business when he was coaching. So I think it's only right for me to just call my channel after his business. So yeah, as you saw a minute ago, I've got my UTR is 10.06. So it's not amazing. It's not bad though. So I think you need around like an 11 UTR to get into like Division 1 if you want to play in America. So I'm not a million miles away, but I think I'm a bit too late now to go to America. So I'm sort of just playing and working. So yeah, here it's just me and my mate going up and down, just rallying, getting a feel for the ball, because I have my match on the weekend, which you guys will see in a couple of minutes. Okay, so you can see now me and my mate are going cross court, so my backhand to his forehand. This is something we would normally do on a regular training day anyway. We're just going through the motions, so we go up and down, and we'll do my backhand to his forehand, and then we'll go my forehand cross to his backhand, just to warm up pretty much all the strokes. Yeah, so this is just like training clips, because obviously in a minute we'll get into match play and just playing some points, because obviously it's not far away until we have our match against Wollaston. So it was an interesting match, which you guys will see in a couple of clips time. But yeah, we're just going backhand cross. Okay, so as we're going backhand cross to forehand cross, one of the main things I'm sort of trying to work on here is sort of just staying low, because my forehand, it sort of comes natural to me, and the timing and the spacing is normally pretty good. With the backhand, I struggle a little bit more on. So if you guys can notice, as I'm hitting the backhand, you'll see in a second, I'm trying to stay as low as possible and trying to keep to the ground. Because I feel like if I'm upright and having quite a tall frame, I'm always going to miss contact the ball. So I've got to stay low, bend my knees, and sort of just find that contact. So after warming up and down the middle and going backhand cross and forehand cross, we're now playing quite a well-known game in tennis. It's sort of feed cross and then play the next ball cross, and then the point is live. So instead of just feeding in straight away, then down the end has to go cross court again, and then the point is live, so anyone can win. Sort of just getting into points quickly, just, you know, play as many points as possible and just getting used to just playing points, simple as that. And yeah, we just feed cross, play, just so it gets us moving and just gets us into sort of match conditions-ish. The serve hasn't been introduced yet, but we'll warm up the serve a couple minutes after this. But just for now, after you've warmed up the ground strokes, just feed cross, play cross, and then play the point live is really good, just to get a feel for the ball. So I don't think I mentioned at the start of the video, I'm just trying my best here, sort of like just speaking over me playing, because it's never something I've really done before. Obviously never uploaded to YouTube or anything, but I just thought it'd be good to just interesting to see, one, how I play on camera, and then also speak over it and see if anybody actually, you know, listens to it. But some of the main things I'm sort of working on with my game at the moment is me being a lefty and having quite a big strike on me, a big forehand. I think my net game is good enough to the point where like I should be at least coming to the net 2 or 3 points maybe per game, maybe one at minimum. Just because I got good hands and I feel like obviously I'm quite tall as well, so I can be quite imposing at the net. As you can see that clip there, just big strike from my forehand or backhand side and just in good first volley is stuff that I've been working on for the past couple of months now. Yeah, you can see us warming up some serves now, just getting ready for some point play, and sort of this is the closest it'll get to sort of match conditions with the serve and then the pointers live. But yeah, not going 100% intensity on the serve yet, just warming up the shoulder. And then yeah, I'll just speak over some of the clips now in a second. Okay, so after pretty much going through a normal sort of match routine, we're just going to play a couple of games now. So I chose to serve first, and yeah, it's sort of just the closest to match conditions now we're going to get. So just normal game scoring. Anyone who watches this who plays tennis will obviously understand, but 15 love, 30 love, 40 love game. It can go to juice, and then it goes juice advantage and then game. So you have to win two points in a row to then close out that game. But yeah, just this is good practice because we're playing against Wollaston on the weekend, so it would be good match practice for us to get just in the best condition possible. It's a pretty decent level. Anyone who plays tennis or knows tennis on like the LTA, they have a whole LTA website. So my world tennis number is 20.4 now, I think it is. So almost into the teens, and I'm around sort of British Tour level, just about. You probably need a 19 WTN, 18 WTN to get into British Tour anywhere. But I'm not too far off, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks or months I should get that lower. Okay, so this is the match now against Chaim Conroy. He played for Wollaston. As you can see, the singles world tennis number, he's a 24.7. So obviously the higher the number, the worse. So he's a 24.7. And then there's me, I'm a 20.4. So yeah, the lower the number, normally the better the player. So I guess on paper I should get this one done and I should win. But obviously, in a away day, it wasn't our strongest of teams. I was playing at 3 today because we did have 2 good players actually ahead of me. So I played at 3. And we're playing on a quick Astro court. I've not played hundreds of matches anyway on an Astro court, so I'm not totally familiar with the surface, but I think I adjusted pretty quickly. But I did go 2 love down in games at the start of this match, and a bit of funky technique from him. Obviously, I'm in the red down the end. But he had a good ball strike on him, and he hit it pretty hard. So on a quick Astro court, that's always gonna get you in the match. It's just whether could I use my sort of leftiness and get it on his backhand, because his backhand was significantly the weakest shot to go to. So I thought I did a pretty good job of that throughout the whole match. It was quite a tight scoreline, but I was always sort of apart from being 2 love down at the start, I felt like the match was always in my hands, and it was on me to sort of just produce a consistent sort of decent level, and I knew I would just get it done. So yeah, there's just a couple of match highlights. Just literally being being left-handed, I'm just trying to use that to my power as much as possible, and literally just forehand cross to his backhand, and I just draw the errors off. But yeah, like I said, he started really well in this match, and I sort of just, I think he had 2 or 3 game points for 3-love. So 3-love change of ends might have been a bit of a different story in the first set, but I think I managed to break to go 2-1 down. Then I managed to just, it was sort of my match then. Since then, I haven't got all the match footage because my phone did run out of storage, but you've just got a couple of match highlights. So I think this point here sort of sums up like the match pretty much. I mean, just trying to use my lefty serve to just target his backhand, obviously, like I said earlier. And then he hits sort of a decent return line, and I sort of just go, not even a great slice back line to his backhand, but it was just good enough to just draw the error long, and sort of his backhand was noticeably the worst shot on the court. So I just knew from a minute go that was just what I'm going to be targeting. Most forehands cross, like you can see there, obviously I missed. You know, I'm going to miss shots, I'm going to overcook them, but, you know, it was sort of that combo lefty forehand to his backhand that sort of just won me the match. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So I don't know if you guys can notice, but on the video, but obviously this is an Astro court, so already like the ball's sort of skidding through. I think you can see like from the top of the camera, there's a lot of sand on the court. So you've got AstroTurf with also a bit of sand on, so the ball's always coming fast and it's skidding. So I struggled with my backhand a bit with the timing, like I said earlier in the training clips. So I found myself slicing quite a lot. But to be fair, at this level of player, I could really just get away with that because he couldn't damage me too much. Obviously, if I sliced it mid-court to his forehand, it'd obviously open me up and he'd easily win the point. But I found myself slicing was just good enough to just get through the match and win. I didn't need a great stable backhand to beat this opponent. But yeah, it just comes through really fast and the sand obviously doesn't help.
No.
I also think this point is a really good one to show as well. All I've pretty much done that rally is I've gone sort of forehand cross up high, but he's stepped into the court and he's obviously got me under the defence. And then I've just gone heavy middle to jam him up. And then on the approach shot, I've literally not tried to go anything flashy line. I've just gone pretty decent pace back to his backhand, and I've drawn the error. Sort of with this opponent, I didn't really need to, I'm not expecting him to make me play a volley just because I guess just the level of the opponent. He wasn't always making me play. He was missing. He might hit a couple of passing shots here and there, but I guess just the quality was it wasn't consistent enough, so it didn't need to be unbelievable for me at times.
Yeah, nice. Shot. Yeah. Shot. Come on.
So I think we're coming towards the end of the match highlights here. I think I didn't manage to capture a full set actually. Just the first couple of games, I think when I walked 4-2 up, I think. But yeah, I think I had break points there, and you hit a good +1 there, and I was on the reach for a break point. But another match highlight. I think this also might have been break points. But yeah, one thing I didn't mention, obviously when you watch it, I'm not really saying much in this match. I'm not really, shouting after I win a point or giving really much away. I'm just sort of keeping myself to myself. That's what I've gotten a lot better at. I mean, here I broke him there, and he's, smashed his racket on his foot. I don't know how that didn't hurt, but yeah, he was sort of on the boiling point for almost the whole match, and he threw his racket a fair few times, and it's just, I don't know, it wasn't frustrating, but it kind of was for me, just because it was quite a tight scoreline, 6-4, 6-4, but it shouldn't have been, and it wasn't really, but it kind of just put me off a little bit in the match, just because I'm trying to keep my head down, and I'm winning a point, and he's just throwing his racket into the net, and just, a bit of an awkward match, but I've done well to pretty much just get it done. But yeah. Lefty forehand cross. He gets me under pressure, and then a good sort of tank line, and there's a score, 6-4, 6-4. Now onto the doubles. So what this is, it's like a sort of club match, but we're in the regional league, so we play teams in England. We've got Worcestershire in our league, Wollaston, who we played. I think there's a couple more. I think there's Leamington, which is a good 2 hours away from South Wales. But yeah, we won the whole fixture 12-0. So none of us in the team lost a match. 4 singles and then 2 doubles. You have player 1 singles, player 2 singles, player 3, player 4. I think I've played at number 1 twice, and this is our 3rd match. I ended up playing at 3 because we had 2 stronger players at 1 and 2. But we all managed to get it done, and we all managed to win. I've not got too many doubles highlights because, as I said, the storage on my phone ran out on the singles, so I quickly had to just delete as much storage as I can on my phone to then get some sort of highlights for the doubles. But yeah, you'll see at the end the scoreline in the doubles was 6-2, 6-2. And just it was kind of just on us again because we were sort of better players. I'm not sure if you saw the first point, but it was just Ben hit a good return, and I sort of just came across and just pinched the net and just won the point. So it was kind of on us to just sort of just keep a good level and just keep on sparking it because they couldn't really keep up. But yeah.
Okay, so we're coming up to the end of the match highlights. Me and Ben managed to get it done 6-2, 6-2. These opponents weren't really the best and they didn't really challenge us that much, but we kept a good level and we just got it done. Clean 6-2, 6-2 victory. So I also just wanted to mention, I'm going to be trying to post every sort of week because I got a couple of matches lined up for the club and then I got a tournament toward the end of this month as well, which I can record. So yeah, I'll just be making more videos.